Welcome back, students. So today we are going to do the last part of report writing, and we are going to discuss the topics of drawing inferences and conclusions and what is the concept of verification. So today we are going to discuss these. What is drawing a conclusion? Drawing a conclusion means using what you already know to figure out what people will say or do. Let's take an example of these cute little froggies. He looks sad. I think he's going to cry. So I have collected data. I have used my perception to understand that this friend froggy is looking sad and I think he's going to cry. So that is my inference or my conclusion that I have drawn from this. Drawing inferences is actually kind of like reading between the lines. That is understanding what's implied yet not clearly stated. So we're going to be looking at cause and effect. I ate that yesterday. Today I'm not feeling so well. Probably what I ate yesterday did not suit me, or it had gone bad. So there is the cause, there is the effect. Character motivations. He behaved like this because he is like this. Then predictions. I think this is what is going to happen in the future. And answers to open-ended questions. What do you think? I think this is going to be there. Drawing from schema and textual evidence. Not everybody's inferences are going to be the same. So when the data is the same and the data analysis is also the same, two different people may actually draw different inferences because their schema is going to be different. And so added to the text, that schema will lead to an inference which may be different in different people. Drawing conclusions is therefore to sum up what did I read in the text, which is what is the theoretical background of what I have learned, what I already know, that is my schema, which is what I already know about this topic and whatever I've observed and picked up from the environment around me, and then I come to a conclusion and say, so this is what I conclude. Therefore, the inference equation is what I read, what I know, and then what I infer. There are two types of inferences, deductive and inductive. Now in deductive profiling, I'm going to, let's take the example of criminology. From criminology, we'll borrow it and say, how do we deduce there, right? So you arrive at the crime scene, okay? You have various theories which arise. There is a hypothesis and you observe and you have a confirmation after you have arrested someone. But inductive profiling process begins from crime scene data, the data you have collected. From that, hypothesis is going to emerge and you will do an empirical analysis of all the data that you've collected in this, and you will have a theory which will arise, which will lead you to. Now, a more simple way of doing it is, let's think of deduction as part of what we do in geometry, for example. We already have a theory, okay? And this theory is, let's say, the Pythagoras theorem. Now, I'm given a question and asked to solve it, and I use knowledge which I've previously gathered for, let's say, the Pythagoras theorem, and we're going to put it into this particular question and see whether we can get the answers from that. On the other hand, induction would be, I first observe, collect a lot of data, I will see there is a pattern which is emerging, and then this pattern gets converted into a theory, and then I'm going to use this theory later on also in my deductive logic. So this is basically what is induction and deduction. Lastly, what is verification? Verification is basically once I have reached a conclusion, I need to verify it. And how do I verify it? By ensuring that it has both reliability and validity, which means that on continuing to perform the same experiment a number of times given the same conditions, I reach the same conclusions. So this is only by doing it again and again that I can actually verify that my results are correct. And valid when I've set out to measure something and my results are measuring that exact thing, then I can say my data is also valid. So basically, this is what we have talked about today: drawing conclusions and inferences and verifications. So this concludes my series of lectures on research methodology, report writing, module 7 and 8. Thank you so much for being a part of this effort to learn. And I hope that you feel that you are more confident about these topics. Until next time we meet for another topic, thank you so much.